All right, welcome to the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Nashira, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Carolinas. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Converse University.
Hello, everyone. Give me one moment while I share my screen. Okay, awesome. Oh, no. Okay, so if anyone can't see this, just drop something in the chat so I can know and fix it. But hopefully you're all seeing what I'm seeing. My name is Tori Green, and I am a senior admissions counselor at Converse University. Here is my information. I'll give you a moment to write that down or take a photo. I am available through email, through call, through text. I'm really accessible. I'm here to answer your questions, so make sure you take this information. We are located in Spartanburg, South Carolina. That is in upstate South Carolina, a wonderful town to live in. So now that I've given you a little bit of time, I'm going to go to the next slide. So why Converse? We do have an 11-to-1 student to teacher ratio, which means that you will not get lost in the crowd, which is a really awesome thing. Your teachers will know you by name and you will know them by name. And you will just really enjoy the community that we have. 90% of our students will graduate within 4 years. We're really proud of that statistic. We love you and we want you to stay for as long as you want to stay with us, but we also know that time and money is valuable and we want to get you in and out. So we do that here at Converse. And then 62% of our students hold leadership roles on campus. I really love this statistic because I think it means that at Converse, we are very diverse. We have leaders who come from all walks of life, leaders who are shy, leaders who are not so shy, leaders who are into the arts, leaders who are in STEM programs. Over half of our students decide to lead. So a really awesome place to be. 60% of students have jobs or grad school acceptances upon graduating. That's a really awesome statistic that we're really proud of. It's also, it gets different within each major or minor. So our interior design major has a 100% job placement rate. So that's something to consider as well. And we are NCAA Division II in sports. So what do you need to transfer to Converse? We need a copy of your official high school transcript. If you are out of state and have completed a 2 or 4 year degree previously, we do not need your high school transcript. So it's a very small window of people that we won't need it. For South Carolina residents, we need those mostly just for financial aid purposes. We also need copies of official transcripts from all colleges attended. Even if you attended and withdrew before you actually got grades, we do need those transcripts as well. We also need a completed transfer form. If you have my information and would like a copy of that transfer form to get started, let me know. I will send that to you. And we're also looking for a 2.5 GPA or higher for scholarship eligibility. If you have a lower than a 2.5 GPA, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get in. We just might need some more information from you, like letters of recommendation or to answer some essay questions. I'll be the one to let you know if we need that. So that's a lot of information really quickly. So I was just trying to make sure we got that all in. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'm not seeing any so far. Let's see. So some awesome new changes while we're waiting on some questions to come in that we have had at Converse. We, of course, if you are familiar with us, know that we used to be a women's college. This is our second year being co-ed, and it's really going well for us. This is our first year with male sports, really exciting changes. And we've also recently made the change from a university to, or a college to a university. So really awesome things. So I just got a question on what programs are offered in sports medicine. So we don't have sports medicine specifically, but what we do have is a pre-med program. It's a really awesome program. You can choose any major you want. We've had music majors go into pre-med. It's usually a lot easier and simpler for you if you go into biology. Like I said, we're a small school. You can definitely take classes in sports medicine and cater your degree towards that, but we don't have that specific degree if that's what you're looking for. Awesome. I see I have one more question. Hi, does this college accept a 3.0 GPA? We do accept a 3.0 GPA. That is an awesome GPA that will get you in, and that will also get you a scholarship as well. Awesome, great questions. Not sure exactly how much time I have left, but if you have any questions, please send them in. Our application is free. We don't require test scores for transfers or for undergraduate students. So for traditional freshman students, that is. So if we have any students who are freshmen somehow on this, just know that we don't require SAT or ACT scores either. And I am available to do transcripts evaluations for you. So if you're wondering if your classes will transfer over, do not worry, they will. And I will help you out with that. But okay, I will sign off now and pass it on to the next person. Oh, it seems like I got one more question. What about for disability students? So I encourage the question asker to email me so I can send you some more information. I can send you our policies and our accessibility policies and procedures, but we have a very accessible campus. We have clubs and organizations in place to support students with disabilities, as well as student success measures put in place for that as well. We have an awesome accessibility student coordinator named Sammy Singleton, and she will work with you all along the way to get the accommodations that you need for your living situation, as well as for your academic and social situation. But looks like I'm running out of time, so I'm going to stop screen sharing now. And thank y'all so much for your awesome questions.
Thank you so much, Converse University. We'll now have Lander University.
Awesome, guys. Well, welcome to my presentation. My name is Kenneth Callahan. I am the Assistant Director for Transfer Admissions at Lander University. And this year we've had a great year. We just broke record enrollment once again here at Lander University. We are over 3,800 students, and those numbers are coming from creating more online programs and more graduate study programs. So we're not getting bigger in the classroom because that's not what Lander is. We are still 17-to-1 student faculty ratio with about average like 20 to 22 students in the classroom. Those numbers are coming directly from our new online programs. But yeah, here at Lander University, we have a 68% female rate, 32% male rate. Nursing and education are our biggest majors, and those tend to be more female dominant. But also at Lander, you want diversity and culture in your education, and having students from different states and different countries, you'll have that represented here at LU. Also here at Lander University, we're located in Greenwood, South Carolina. We like to tell people it's that big town, small city feel. You know, a bunch of attractions such as the lake and the businesses and the atmosphere that you'll have being able to network as a student in the community is going to be advantageous to your education. Here at Lander, we have over 80 areas of study. And like I said, with our classrooms being 17-to-1 student faculty ratio. With the colleges that we offer here, we have the College of Arts and Humanities, the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, the College of Business, the College of Education, the College of Science and Mathematics, the School of Nursing, and the Honors College. And then some of our largest majors are nursing, education, business, psychology, biology, and also exercise science. And those of y'all that are interested in the Honors College, once you are an admitted student here, the director, she prefers that students come in with a 3.5 GPA or higher, and then also students that have been involved in, say, organizations or the community or their previous institution in some form or fashion. Here at Lander University, you'll have a first-time advisor for transfer students. So we have a transfer coordinator. So once you come to me and get enrolled, you'll be passed to Anissa Lawrence. She will be able to advise you and get you in what classes you need to start your semester here at Lander University. And then we have free and unlimited tutoring. All student accommodations are met through the Wellness Center. Those of y'all that maybe are coming in with IEPs, 504 plans, or if you're like me, have ADD and you need time on your test. So you will make those accommodations for you. And then also here at Lander with the Career Services Department. So they're going to be dedicated to get you employed after graduation or further your education, whether it's staying here and getting your master's here at Lander University, or we'll find the right fit right after you graduate with your undergraduate. Also here at Lander, if you plan to stay here on campus, our upperclassmen residence halls are more apartment style. So once you have been admitted, if you're coming in the spring, that housing application is available now. And if you're coming in the fall, that application will be coming up in November. For student activities, we will have just created a transfer organization where it helps transfer students get acclimated into the university and help find other transfers that may have not found that friend group yet. So that transfer organization is going to be really great. I'm going to help advise it, so it's going to be a very interesting time. And then also we have one of the best fitness centers in Division II. We have over 90 organizations, whether it's Greek, religious organizations, honors organizations. Here at Lander, for food and dining, we have a full Chick-fil-A here on campus that do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have all-you-can-eat dining hall, Starbucks, and then the Pod and Which. In athletics, we are Division II. We're in the Peach Belt Conference. We have over 28 active programs. We just implemented field hockey and track and field, so that will be starting soon. Lacrosse, wrestling, and acrobatic and tumblings is one of our new sports, but basketball, we're our basketball school, so basketball is more dominated here at Lander. And then apply. Our application is always free. You go to our website, www.lander.edu. You'll be a first-time user, and then our application is free. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. We will need your current college transcript, and we'll need any previous college transcripts, but we'll need those as a final. Yeah, you can apply it with an unofficial, your current unofficial right now, but you will also need to send a final once you complete your courses. Our requirements is a 2.0 GPA and over 12 credit hours. And if you're under that, we would need your high school information. We will need your final high school transcript for financial aid purposes, but if you are under 12 credit hours, we'll need it to make an admission decision on you. So make sure you get all college coursework, where it's dual enrollment or AP courses. Our tuition has been frozen for the past 6 years, and it will be again. So our tuition is $11,700 for the academic year, along with room and board and books of supplies. Those two numbers is just what they want you to budget for. So that total number for in-state students is $24,000. And then, as you can see, that's our FAFSA code. And then scholarships. For transfer scholarships, if you have a 3.0 GPA and over 12 credit hours, you'll receive a $2,000 scholarship, which was renewable up to 3 years. And then if you're in the 2.7, 2.9 range, you can receive that $1,000. And if you're coming over with any state awards like Hope, Life, or Palmetto Fellows, that will transfer over with you. If you have the Palmetto Fellows, make sure you get that transfer form with CHE. And those transfer scholarships are automatically offered to you if you meet those qualifications. And any PTK people at two-year institutions, if you have an active membership, we have a scholarship for that as well. And then once you get admitted to Lander, turn in your commit card, or you can just talk to me and get committed. And then, yeah, come check us out at Open House, Bearcat 4-Day. We have some Transfer Tuesday events strictly for transfer students, kind of like a one-stop shop. We'll have a Transfer Friday actually coming up where we actually put you in those classes. So Friday, November 19th, if you would like to sign up for that event, come check us out. And then once again, this is my presentation. My name is Kenneth Callahan, Assistant Director for Transfer Admissions at Lander. So my email is kcallahan@lander.edu, or you can give me a call at 388-8180. Thank you.
Thank you, Lander University. We'll now have USC Upstate.
Hi, everyone. Let me just share my presentation. All right, so my name is Ira Pace. I'm the Assistant Director for Transfer Admission here at USC Upstate. I'm just going to go through and talk about what makes USC Upstate one of the best places to transfer. So USC Upstate is one of the top regional public colleges in the South. We're actually the top regional college in the state of South Carolina, one of the best places to transfer. We have 1,500 new transfer students each year. We're also one of the best places in the state of South Carolina for social mobility. So we do encourage our students or empower our students to move to a next level income bracket and improve the quality of their life and the quality of their education with our university. We're also a top place for veteran students. So we do have a very large veteran enrollment population here at USC Upstate. And then finally, our business school is ranked in the top 5% of all business colleges in the world based on accreditation. Just really quickly, we have some opportunities to talk about transfer scholarships. We do have a transfer scholarship that is automatic consideration based on when you apply. So when you do submit your application, I will automatically look at your transfer profile to see if you meet that and put you in for consideration. No special steps are required on your part, just to get your application, and that's the main thing. We look for the 3.5 GPA with at least 60 transferable credit hours or an associate's degree. So as long as you have the GPA and the credit hours with the GPA and the associate's degree, you will be considered for that scholarship. We do have additional state aid options, like for Palmetto Fellows and other state-based grants that you can qualify for based on your FAFSA. So we do offer financial aid through loans, grants, and work study. USC Upstate is one of the most affordable colleges in the state. Our tuition is broken down into your different options for in-state, out-of-state. So in-state students, tuition only is $5,604. Out-of-state is $11,355. That's been frozen for a couple of years now to make sure that our students can manage the cost of attendance here at the university. You can also see the cost for living on campus. Students who live on campus and are in-state residents can pay about $20,000 before financial aid is applied. There's $62 million in financial aid given out each year to our students. And we're very happy to say that a large number of our students here are transfer students, with about a third or a half of our new incoming class every year being transfer students. These are some of our top transfer destinations. So students will actually transfer from these universities or technical colleges to USC Upstate, but we're the third largest transfer in school in the state of South Carolina. So we have students coming from all over the nation and all over the state of South Carolina to attend and enroll at USC Upstate. Reasons why you should transfer to USC Upstate. One of the biggest reasons is improving your income level after you finish your bachelor's degree. Just have a quick breakdown of some of the weekly earnings and unemployment percentages based on your level of education. While you look over that, let's talk about some of the other highlights that makes USC Upstate special and a competitive place to transfer. We have a free application for tech college graduates in the state of South Carolina. So if you finish at one of our partner schools, you will get a free application. More importantly though, because one of the biggest questions is, how many credits do you accept for transfer? We actually update over 9,000 new transfer courses. We did so in the last year. My team and I worked on that throughout the entire year. We have something called the comprehensive transfer credit. And that means that if you have an associate's degree from a regionally accredited college, those will actually cover all of your general education courses and cover everything but your prerequisites for your major, meaning that you don't have to go back and take an extra foreign language class or an extra math class that you didn't take while you were at your other school. We want to go ahead and show the rigor of your education and give you basically a benefit for transferring to USC Upstate. Many of our students are actually lawyers, doctors, and cybersecurity specialists, and they do a fantastic job after they leave USC Upstate. We do have a few guarantees that helps our students with the transfer process as well, kind of smoothing that transition over from other colleges. Direct Connect is our bridge program that partners with local technical colleges to streamline the admissions process and guarantees admission with a 2.0 GPA or higher. We also have the comprehensive transfer of credit, and we update our transfer profiles on SC Track, and we build major specific transfer profiles for all of our partner schools in the state of South Carolina. So you can see some of those examples. The one in the middle of the screen is a transfer guide for our business program, and we have those for almost every school in the state of South Carolina. In the classroom and beyond, students are very successful when they leave USC Upstate. We're in a very dynamic area. It's very rapidly growing, and we want to tap into that and help our students find jobs. Some of the jobs that are listed in the middle of the screen here are where our students are currently working and leading in their industry. And we're in a very booming area in the upstate of South Carolina. We have many graduate programs, so many of our students who transfer actually continue their education and earn a professional degree before they go on or after they continue working. The application process is incredibly easy. We require transcripts from all of your previous colleges. If you have less than 30 transferable hours, we would like to have your high school transcript. Test scores are optional. We're test optional this year, but if you want to submit your test scores, you can still do so. We will always need your high school transcript for financial aid purposes, specifically for the Life Scholarship in the state of South Carolina. We're looking for at least a 2.0 GPA. And the processing decision time actually accounts for mailing. So we'll actually have decisions posted within 10 days for students. We move very quickly and we try to make sure that our students have their decision as quickly as possible so they can start the financial aid process. If you have any questions, you can contact my team, myself. My name is Ira Pace. I'm the assistant director. Emma Alexander is one of our transfer counselors. We're always available, and our phone numbers are listed here as well as our email addresses. If you guys have any questions about USC Upstate, please go ahead and type them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer those for you.
All right, thank you, USC Upstate. I appreciate that. We'll now have Winthrop University.
Okay. My name is Craig Giroux. I am a admissions counselor at Winthrop University, and I'd like to welcome you here tonight and thank you for being here tonight. We're located in Rock Hill, South Carolina, about 30 minutes south of Charlotte. Certainly we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Students that want to apply now for the spring, our application is free. Our application will open up in November for our students that want to apply for next fall. All students have to do to get in is complete their application. Give us your official college transcripts that you're transferring from, all the different institutions that you've been at. We do require a high school transcript if you have less than 30 credit hours or you're interested in qualifying for South Carolina Life or Fellows. We only require a 2.0 GPA for students to be admitted. We do require a 3.0 for scholarships. If you go to our transfer webpage, a couple of things that students certainly are interested in as transfer students is what credits are going to count. We evaluate our transfer credits on our transfer webpage. We have something called Trace, where students can enter their course codes and it'll return how many credit hours that you have left to graduate with a bachelor's degree from Winthrop. It also will give you some academic pathways and explore other majors that you didn't even know you were close to graduating with. Financial aid with Winthrop merit-based scholarships for transfers, we certainly have. You don't need to apply for them. We'll look for those. If we have out-of-state students that do not live in South Carolina, if you graduate and if you transfer with a 3.0 or better and receive a merit-based scholarship, we also waive the out-of-state tuition, which is a $14,000 savings for our students that are transferring in. We want to make sure that you go ahead and fill out your FAFSA. We have many other scholarships. We ask that you contact each department for those. Probably the best thing about Winthrop is our location. We're located in Rock Hill, South Carolina. A lot of things going on there. It's the 5th largest city in South Carolina, but truly has a small town feel. If you didn't know, the Carolina Panthers are moving their training facility and a multi-million-dollar facility they're building about 4 miles from our campus. We're glad that they're certainly going to be partners with us and look forward to that coming up. but also we're about 30 minutes from a major city, the city of Charlotte. And what that means for our students is internships. We connect with over 400 Fortune 500 companies, and internships certainly are available for our students. Doing well as an internship certainly is going to lead to employment. We also, we've talked a little bit about academics and those kinds of things. There's a lot of great things going on and fun on our campus. We have over 160 different clubs and organizations. We're very intentional in getting students involved. We know the more involved our transfer students are, the more successful they're going to be in the classroom. We have about 5,000 undergraduate students at Winthrop University, and about 1,200 of them currently are transfer students, so you would fit in perfectly. We are Division I in the Big South Conference. Our men's basketball team certainly is qualified for March Madness the last 2 years. A lot of things going on. Our women's volleyball team won the conference and qualified last year, women's lacrosse, a lot of other activities going on for our students to be involved with. We have added a esports team that, since we've added 2 years ago, has won 2 national titles. So we're certainly excited about that. We have 40 undergraduate majors. Our top majors are psychology, biology, education, business, you would think, close to Charlotte, and exercise science. A lot of our students are going into exercise science for athletic training or physical therapy or pre-med types of classes. Average class size is 21. Our professors are going to know your name. 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio is kind of unheard of for a public university. Something else that we're very proud of, over 90% of our students that use our free tutor center pass the class. So that's certainly important. Each year we graduate at least 75 honor students, and you might be part of that.
I chose Winthrop because it was close enough to home for me to be able to get there if I needed to, and far enough from home to where I could restart my life.
I appreciate you letting me speak with you tonight. If you have any questions, certainly email me at geroc@winthrop.edu. Thank you.
Thank you, Winthrop University. We'll now have the University of South Florida.
Hi, everyone. I am just gonna share my screen real quick. Hi, everyone. I'm Jackie. I'm one of the out-of-state recruiter advisors here at the University of South Florida. At USF, we do have 3 different campuses within the greater Tampa Bay area. The first one being the Tampa campus. That's going to be like your big D1 campus that we have. Our campuses in St. Petersburg and Sarasota offer a lot of the same advantages that you get on the Tampa campus, just much smaller class sizes, more close-knit learning environment. So it kind of depends if you want a big campus, medium size, or small. Our total enrollment over all 3 campuses is over 50,000 students. Again, a majority of those students are going to be on the Tampa campus. Even though the Tampa campus is large, we're still able to keep that student to faculty ratio at 21:1 with an average class size of 33 students. During my presentation, I always like to talk about points of pride at USF, things that we're proud of. One of that is definitely the diversity that we have on campus. 41.5% of USF students come from diverse backgrounds. We have students from all 50 states and students coming from over 140 different countries. We're also proud to share we have over 200 different majors and concentrations for students. All those different majors and concentrations fall under our different USF colleges, and they're all listed here. Just to name some of our most popular, definitely going to have to say College of Business, College of Engineering, College of Marine Science, since we are right next to Clearwater Beach, St. Pete Beach and Siesta Key Beach. So those students tend to move here for the hands-on research. And then College of Nursing is our most competitive. Another point of pride for us is we did earn a new title as being one of America's fastest rising universities. We're now ranked number 46 among public universities, and this was through the US News and World Report. I like to talk to students about campus life and student life because I think that's one of the most important aspects of any college experience. At USF, we do offer over 700 different student clubs and organizations. So they can be academic based, they could be religious based, or they could just be based off of fun. Students can start their own clubs on campus. I've heard of a Harry Potter group on campus. I've heard of a I Heart Chocolate Lovers group on campus. So probably have a little bit of everything. We typically have over 1,000 on-campus events each year, from guest speakers, TED Talks, and concerts. We are a member of the NCAA Division I athletics. We have 17 different D1 teams. Students obviously get in for free for all the games. Our USF football team actually plays at Raymond James Stadium, which is where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play, so it's kind of fun. We also do have intramural and club sports for students. So if they're not quite at D1 level, you can still play for fun. I will say our club teams are actually still pretty competitive, and we'll travel over and play UCF and their club teams. We also have several different restaurants and places to eat on campus. And we did just open our very own on-campus public grocery store right by the dorm. So it's kind of convenient. Students can get their groceries, walk right back to their dorms. So back to like academics. So I know I mentioned we had over 200 different majors and concentrations. But we also are a tier 1 research institution. So throughout all the majors, we're able to offer research experience for students. So this is research that they can have published by the time you graduate USF, and always have that on your resume. We also have our Judy Genshaft Honors College that also transfer students can get involved into. We have a lot of study abroad opportunity for students and access to local, national, and global internships. I always recommend students reaching out to our career services team because they can help students get involved in those different internships and jobs. Tampa is actually one of the fastest growing cities in the country. So we have a lot of people that continue to move here, and a lot of our alumni choose to stay here because they usually find jobs pretty easily. We also have campus housing on the Tampa campus and St. Pete campus. So traditional style, suite style, apartment style, it kind of depends on how independent living you want to be at USF. So I'll just get into the application process. So for transfer students, you can apply online on our website. We classify students as either a lower level transfer or an upper level transfer. For lower level transfer students, we will need your official high school transcript and your official standardized test scores and the official college transcript. And we do super score. So as many times as you've taken the ACT, SAT, please submit all your scores. Now, if you're an upper level transfer student, so you have 60 or more college credits, you just apply. The application fee is $30, or you can send the NACAC fee waiver. And then all we need to complete that app is going to be the official college transcript. Cost of attendance is another major point of pride for us at USF. We do have one of the lowest rates in the country. Our rates are often the same or lower than in-state rates at non-Florida universities. So I do have a nice breakdown here for a Florida resident versus a non-Florida resident, and you can see it's definitely on the lower end. I only have one slide left. I just always like to talk to students and tell them why USF, and put it pretty simply. Obviously, it's a beautiful destination, highly ranked university, lots of degree options, and a great student experience. And then this is my last slide. So if you guys have any other questions, you want to come in for a tour, feel free to reach out, admissions@usf.edu, or I'll be checking the chat. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, USF. I'd now like to invite all of our panelists back on camera so that we can have a quick Q&A. Again, if you have any questions that you would love to be answered, you can always enter those in the Q&A. We're going to start with Converse University. What advice would you give someone going through the transfer process?
Yeah, the advice I always give to transfer students is specifically for me just to reach out to your admissions counselor or whoever you're working with, and do it frequently whenever you have questions. That's what we're here for. And your questions help us learn and cater the admissions process along the way. So you're making things better for future transfer students. But also, I know you have questions. There are things that you are looking for in your new school, and I want to be able to talk to you about it. And I know all of the admissions counselors here want that as well. So just make sure you're asking your questions. Don't be afraid. We've heard it all. And if we haven't, then that's okay too. We want to hear it anyways. So yeah.
Thank you. So what's one thing you want students to remember about your college? Or university, sorry.
That's me as well?
Yeah, to you as well.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so I always like to draw attention to our rich history. So we were founded in 1889 in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and we were a women's college up until 2019. 2020 was actually our first year as a co-ed institution, and that's just a rich history that we still like to honor. We do still have Converse College for Women, where young women can participate in our traditional activities that we have had for over 130 years at this point. And I just think that's a really awesome part of our history. Even if you are a male student, you really just can't deny how awesome that is.
Thank you. Lander University, same question to you. What's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Yeah, with Lander, it's very personable in the classroom. I think the hands-on experience that students receive from professors, and from staff too. You're definitely treated as a name and not a number here. And while we are growing enrollment-wise, and like I said, that is strictly from online, and the investment that you receive from staff and faculty, outside the classroom, in the classroom, that I think that's the most important thing that is advantageous to our students when it comes to their education.
And so while I have you on the line, Lander University, is there a myth that you'd like to debunk about the college admission process?
Say it one more time, I'm sorry.
What is one myth you'd like to debunk about the college admission process?
Oh, it's very easy. I think, people think the transfer process could be tedious and be hard. It's very easy here at Lander. The way we've changed our gen ed requirements, I think we've smoothed out the whole transfer process. And, you get my customer service, so it's very easy. I think with making the application free, and then, if our articulation process, having our new application system, having them being able to upload their own transcripts, I think it's very seamless and easy now. So yeah.
Thank you. So USC Upstate, I'm going to ask you that same question. What is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admission process?
I think the most important thing to remember is that you're not going to lose as many credits as you think. You're hardly going to lose any at all. There's a big myth that you might have to start all the way over, and that is not true. We definitely take steps here at USC Upstate to ensure that doesn't happen to you. As a transfer student who transferred from another school to USC Upstate, I can tell you my experience 10 years ago was very smooth and easy, and it's even easier now. So one of the things that we do is that comprehensive transfer of credit, so we can kind of satisfy all of your gen eds without you having to do anything extra and put you straight into major related coursework. So again, we've definitely made it easier. You will not lose all of your credits. Most of your credits, if not all of them, are going to transfer in one form or fashion.
Okay. And so what would you like students to remember about USC Upstate?
Yep. So USC Upstate is one of the USC system schools, but we are still that small campus feel. So there's a good chance that you're going to be one-on-one with your professors a good bit and get an experience with them that is unrivaled. You're going to be in the classroom with a professional who has worked in their field at the highest level and is teaching our students to be successful when they leave USC Upstate. And we're in a fantastic area to live and study.
Thank you. Winthrop University, what advice would you give someone going through the transfer process?
I think do your research. And what I mean by that is students really want to know which credits are going to count. And I think our transfer credit evaluator that's on our transfer webpage is going to be helpful for that. And then go visit. I mean, our first-time freshmen do that. Sometimes our transfers don't. And we ask to come that you go visit any schools that you're considering, because you're going to know within about 5 minutes of whether you're fit. We've got over 1,200 transfer students, so you won't feel like the Lone Ranger. There's other folks here that are going through the same thing that you are.
And then what's one thing you'd like for students to remember about your school?
I think it's the fact that we're located in a town that has a small town feel, but we're 30 minutes from a major city. We're fortunate to be where we're located. If you don't like traffic, you're in the right place in Rock Hill. If you miss traffic, you can drive 30 minutes north and get all you want, but get a lot of opportunities in Charlotte also.
Thank you. University of South Florida, what's one thing you want people to remember about your school?
Definitely the tier 1 research institution, and having students know that they can get involved in research experience right when they get here. Academic wise, definitely the research, and just also getting involved in a lot of the different things that there are to do on the campus and off campus. I'm from Illinois, and I moved down to Tampa, and I love it here. It felt like home immediately. So I think being in a big metropolitan area, having a lot of things to do for fun and job placement is all great here in Tampa Bay.
All right. And then my last question for you, University of South Florida, is what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process?
I'm going to kind of relate that to USF again. A lot of students worry, oh, it's a huge school, I'm just going to be another number. But we have a lot of ways to make the campus feel a lot smaller, whether it is joining a club, getting involved in different things on campus, or even within your classroom, making friends and everything. I think it doesn't feel huge anymore.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank the panelists, and I want to thank you all for attending. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very short 5-minute survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We also encourage you to check back on the schedule and sign up for more sessions. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Carolinas. Thank y'all so much and have a great one.